Okay, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I begin with this lesson, I want to start by giving all praises to our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, who are the true leaders of Israel today. Shalom to the Lord's elect, and you Akim pushing this word throughout the four corners of the earth with all truth and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. And this is going to be a lesson going into, just this, really, I'm going to say how it is, onion juice. I went down a little rabbit hole on onion juice. The scripture says, that the Lord has formed medicines from the earth, and he that is wise will not harbor them or abhor them. You're not gonna hate it. And what you do, really, you just grab half an onion. It can be the regular red one or the sweet onion, and you cut it in half. Throw a little, maybe half a cup of water in there, blend it together, and you just drink it, man. And bro, I'm telling you, this thing it's powerful, man. You'll have your stomach hurting for a while. It'll have your head hurting for a minute, because it starts working right away. And the reason I want to bring this out really is because I was really, amazed by it, man. I started it this weekend, and every morning since then, I've just been drinking onion juice, man. And it's giving me true energy. I'll say, like, it's a real life energy drink, because I can drink coffee, but it don't really, do anything to me as, some brothers, it will. Caffeine don't really do too much to me. And also energy drinks. I don't even drink energy drinks, and honestly don't even do anything for me. And I wouldn't even recommend brothers to just be drinking energy drinks like that, man. That shit is hella unhealthy, man. There's a lot of problems that come with that. And, to be honest, more so than anything, it just doesn't work for me. And some brothers, may be like me. They drink energy drinks, and, they still don't even feel energized for real. My brothers drink coffee, and they still don't feel energized or woken up for real. I'll say this: I can grab that onion, man, cut it in half, I have a cup of water in there. You can water it down, throw some fruit in there, throw some, juices, yada yada, and drink it. And I would say this also: take your supplements before you drink the onion juice, because what happens is your throat it clogs up. I don't know how to explain it, but I can just say this: it's working, man. And yes, it's gross, but when you drink medicine, whoever said it, whoever grabs medicine and says this shit's good, I stumbled upon it, a little rabbit, a little rabbit hole, going into it. And hey, I got a little testimony on it too. I drank it at night when I first tried it, which was Monday this week. The beginning of this week, I drank it, man. You gotta down it. You gotta down it, take it like a shot. And I went to go lay down. It was 8 when I did it, when I drank it. Then I went to lay down, and I was just trying to I guess fall asleep, because by that point it was already 10. Because time went by, my head was hurting, my stomach was hurting, and I was going for a minute, I'm not gonna lie. And I just kept on trying to fall asleep, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't go to sleep. And then I just felt like I had to do something. I was like, man, I feel like reading. So I just started reading, knocked out a couple chapters. And then after I knocked out a couple chapters, I started watching lessons. Knocked out like a full hour lesson, watching it. And then I was like, nah, man, I gotta make a lesson. Started planning out a lesson. And then, and then it just kept on going and going. I was like, man. And at this point, it was already, about to be 2. That shit had me up till like 5, man. I couldn't go to sleep. I was truly energized, man. I wouldn't recommend it for brothers, that have a morning schedule for work and shit, because it's not gonna be good, because you're just gonna be up all night, to drink it at night, of course. But I mean, if you work at nights, you work in night shifts, you might have just happened to be busy all day, and for some reason, you got called in for work or some shit, and it's a night shift, man. Go grind up some onion and throw, do what you gotta do with it, and hey, man, go to work and you'll see, you'll see that shit really has just up. It really just wakes you up. It feels like, that little sluggish feeling you get when you first wake up. Man, that shit wipes it off right away. And it's insanely healthy for you, man. Studies shown that it increases 300% of testosterone, you know, in males. You know, your testosterone increase, you know, and you know, brothers gotta, you know, be careful with that. You know, this is just, you know, just some, I guess, you know, a little herbal, you know, type lesson. You know, vegetable oils, you know, you gotta watch out what type of vegetable oils you used to cook with, because certain vegetable oils will lower your testosterone. You know, and that's something that E has, you know, succeeded in, man. You know, effeminizing, you know, the men. You know, because the men of the household are the ones supposed to, you know, take care of everything. You know, in a sense of, you know, like a pack. You know, you're the one, you know, I gotta go work, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and, you know, the girl just stays at home and just handles her business. But, you know, of course, E has, you know, flipped the whole script around, made, you know, dudes all effeminate and shit. And, you know, that's also a big, that's a big role in, you know, us learning this truth and, you know, and, you know, changing, you know, applying. You know, if you're a wise man, you're gonna apply these things, man. Hey, man, your mind will feel sharper. Your mind will feel sharper. You know, your reading will feel sharper. You know, you'll just be all around in a better mood. You know, you wouldn't feel all drained out and shit. And, you know, this is just, you know, some, you know, something that I would say actually worked for me, man. This is something that actually worked for me, for brothers that, you know, same, man. Some brothers that, you know, that just coffee and, you know, other, you know, things just don't work for them. You know, a little 5-hour energy drink just truly don't work for them. You know, you just gotta, you know, try it, man. Once you try it, you're gonna see, hey, the onion, man, it's nasty. It is nasty. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all and just be like, it gets better over time. To be honest, when I drank it this morning, it felt even worse than before. 100%. It felt way worse than before, you know. And I had my little brother try it. My little brother was all, you know, hyped up and shit. At first, what happens though is, you know, your stomach hurts, your head hurts, but, you know, you're just up. You know what I mean? That's the only way I can explain it. You're just energized for real. And then also it knocks down your appetite a little bit. You know, but you're energized though. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm hungry, I need to eat. It's kind of like I'm not hungry, but it's because I feel like I don't need to eat. It's honestly a miracle, man. You know, I stumbled on it. You know, I wrote down actually a whole lesson on it, you know, going into it. I actually had some precepts, you know, really just going into, you know, hey, man's going all the ways of the Lord. And also, you know, in the deep sleep, in the slumber, or when deep sleep falleth upon man, the angel openeth up the ears of men and sealeth their instruction, so that he may hide the pride from man. So, you know, it was bound for me, you know, to stumble upon, you know, I first heard it from, you know, Andrew Tate and, you know, some of these other testosterone kind of cats, you know what I mean, these little alpha dudes or whatever. And for some reason, the spirit got on me, man. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see what's up with it, you know, because I was in the sluggard, you know, type of spirit for a minute. You know, it was a demon on me, man. And, you know, hey, herbs really, you know, purge that, you know, demon off of you, because these foods have demons on them, man. You know, all that, you know, all them weird ass fucking ingredients that you can't even read, you can't even fucking pronounce. That shit is Esau, man. Esau, you know, putting on these weird, putting these spirits on, you know, men, man. Like the GMO babies, that's why they want to turn everything to GMO. Biden took over the fucking, you know, all these farms and shit, so they can start implementing, you know, more GMO and shit. And with the GMO, it's already fake. On top of that, you know, they're gonna, you know, bump that shit up with straight motherfucking, you know, toxins and chemicals and shit, and make it even more fucking fake. Hey, man, you know, I'll just say this, you know, just try it. You know, I can, you know, and, you know, just see if it works for you, man. See if it works for you, because it definitely worked for me. And, you know, the spirit had me to even make a lesson on this, man. You know, the spirit even had me to make a lesson on this. So yeah, man, you know, I don't want to die. You know, this is helpful, you know, and it reaches the ears of the Lord's elect, and God can push His word out the four corners of the earth. Hey, shalom, shalom. Keep enduring, man. We're at the end of this shit.